Biggie, let's talk. Everybody tune in when the beat drop. Biggie, let's talk. Real vibes, real people, never gonna stop. Yeah. Biggie, let's talk. Subscribe to me on YouTube, run it non-stop. Yeah. Biggie, let's talk. Like hype and stuff, take it straight to the top. Yeah.
Biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Biggie, 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 let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. It's just Biggie, come, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Oi, Biggie, oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. It's just Biggie, come, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, 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 let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Come see me. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we bringing that vibe. Real stories, real people. Yeah, we keeping it live. From the streets to the stage. Yeah, we speak from the heart. Biggie, 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 let's talk. Yeah, we setting it up. Oi, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Oi, Biggie, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. It's just Biggie, come. Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 come see me. Gap shop and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Oi, Biggie, oi, Biggie, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. It's just Biggie, come, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, let's talk.
Let's talk. Biggie, biggie, biggie on the mic. We're talking truth, no hype. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up.
Listen up, Biggie in the studio, where the real talk flows, yo. The vibe is buzzing, the truth is loud, but Biggie talking calm, keeping it proud.
We got stories of struggle, from hardship to hope, from the block to the globe.
Yo, Biggie, break it down, break it clear. No filter, no lie, just sincere.
Follow Biggie, 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 hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up.
We talk about money, we talk about pain. The pain of the youth, the loss of the main. Biggie talk about love, about family ties. All the good and all the lies.
We break the chains of ignorance, show the truth with our own language.
We're building a bridge over the storm. Keep it steady, keep it warm.
Follow Biggie, 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 hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up. So let's light things up. So let's light things up.
From the suburbs to the
Yeah. Biggie, biggie, biggie on the mic. We're talking truth, no hype. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up. Listen up, Biggie in the studio, where the real talk flows, yo. The vibe is buzzing, the truth is loud, but Biggie talking calm, keeping it proud. We got stories of struggle, from hardship to hope, from the block to the globe. Yo, Biggie, break it down, break it clear. No filter, no lies, just sincere. Follow Biggie, Biggie, big. Hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up. So let's light things up. So let's light things up. We talk about money, we talk about pain, the pain of the youth, the loss of the main. Biggie talk about love, about family ties, all the good and all the lies. We break the chains of ignorance, show the truth with our own language. We're building a bridge over the storm. Keep it steady, keep it warm. Follow Biggie, Biggie, big. Hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and hear what's up. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up. So let's light things up. From the suburbs to the skyline, from the sunrise to the shine. We're turning the page, turning the page. We'll break the walls, we'll break the cage. Biggie on mic with heat to your ear. What's happening in the world? No fear. We talk about peace, we talk about love, we talk about hope. Like a dove, we keep the rhythm, keep the rhyme. We'll light the way through the night. Follow Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Hit like and let's talk. We're not about drama, just about the life we walk. Drop everything and get a teacup. It's Biggie time, so let's light things up. So let's light.
So na 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 Biggie, let's talk. Everybody tune in when the beat drop. Biggie, let's talk. Real vibes, real people, never gonna stop. Yeah. Biggie, let's talk. Subscribe to me on YouTube, run it non-stop. Yeah. Biggie, let's talk. Like hype and stuff, take it straight to the top. Yeah.
Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
Let's talk, let's talk.
Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Come see me. Gossip and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
It's just Biggie, come let's talk.
Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
Let's talk, let's talk.
Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Come see me. Gossip and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
It's just Biggie, come let's talk.
Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
Let's talk, let's talk.
Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Come see me. Gossip and gossip is what you need. Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
Oi, Biggie.
Let's talk,
Let's talk.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
It's just Biggie, come let's talk.
Biggie, let's talk. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Biggie, Biggie, Biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 Biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 Biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Biggie, 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 Biggie. Let's Biggie, 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 Biggie. Let's talk, let's talk. Yo, Biggie. Let's talk. Biggie, watch the gossip. Interviewing the best, finding out the tips and tricks. Yo, Biggie, let's talk. Yo, Biggie, let's start. Yo, Biggie, watch the gossip. Interviewing the best, finding out the tips and tricks. Yo, Biggie, let's talk. Yo, Biggie, let's start. Yo, Biggie, watch the gossip. Interviewing the best, finding out the tips and tricks. Yo, Biggie, let's talk.
So na 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 na. Biggie, let's talk. Everybody tune in when the beat drop. Biggie, let's talk. Real vibes, real people, never gonna stop. Yeah. Biggie, let's talk. Subscribe to me on YouTube, run it non-stop. Yeah. Biggie, let's talk. Like hype and stuff, take it straight to the top. Yeah.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. What's happening, people? Tiki ho gaya. 1 second. Good evening, good evening, good evening. What's happening, party people? Hope everyone's good, hope everyone's well. So today, welcome to episode 75, I should say, actually. Can't believe I've got to 75. I said that every single time. So today I've got a special guest who I've known for about, I reckon, about 30 years since I was at college. And we see each other here and there. The mutual respect is always there. And he's doing big things at the moment. So proper proud of him. So basically, he's a DJ, he's a producer, and he's a youth mentor. So he's got a lot of hats on. I've been a phone call kari janda. Stevoss, man, hold on. Okay, so Stevoss is in the house. That's confirmation because he just called me. So he's doing a lot of stuff with the youth, and I want to find out what kind of problems he had growing up on the DJ scene, on the production scene, and obviously how he kept out of trouble. Because I've seen some of the people that Stevoss used to hang around with. So to me, I was like, hold on, my man's inside. Stevoss bar ferda. What going on here? So let's bring him in, man, like Stevoss.
Mic
And
check.
I'm gonna give your flowers to you, Steve. You there?
Biggie, I can't hear you, G. Can you hear
Why not?
me?
Did you click the button for the thingy? Permissions. 1 second. Let me call you.
Audio, button speakers, output. Biggie, I can't hear you. Okay.
having a few technical difficulties today with Stevoss, so give us 2 seconds. And so he's left the stream. So I'm just waiting for him to come back in, and then we bring him back on. Hopefully he couldn't hear me, so hopefully everyone can hear me. My mic's not muted. This mic's fine. So I don't know why he couldn't hear me. Stevoss, come back in. So accept the permissions for the mic and the camera, and then click that link and come back in. There we go. He's in now.
Evolution.
There you are, bruv. Switch the camera around. You're in your loft, ain't you?
Solo plate outlook.
Can you hear me now?
Settings. Sound.
You still can't hear me, can you?
Needs to be. Right, Big Heavy.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, bruv.
Right, I think I need
I just can't
headphones,
see you.
G, because I can't hear you.
Turn your camera around.
Hold up, G. Hold up. Let me join the link. All right, Biggs, can you hear me now?
Cool. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Right, Big Heavy. Imagine if we was on. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yeah.
I can hear you clearly, bruv. But
right. So basically, imagine if we was on flipping BBC doing this, mate. We get the sack.
yeah, straight away.
Yeah, it looks like my camera's gone, G.
Your camera's gone. What's up?
Too much delay.
I can hear you, bro, but I can't see you. There you go. Rapping the gooners still, huh?
Right, hold up, bro. Hold up. Let me come back in 1 second. One more time.
No worries. Sorry, guys, still having a few technical difficulties there. But we're back. Make sure you smash that like button, smash subscribe, and we've got some big guests coming up soon. So let's keep the ball rolling, keep the momentum flowing. Video nu like kar diya karo, comment chhad diya karo, hello hi kar diya karo. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So I'm going to talk about Stevoss has got an event this Friday in Windsor. So when I was younger, I used to work security. I was a bouncer in Liquid, and the guy that used to run that pub, or Liquid at the time, his name was Jason. I won't give away his surname. I'm sure a lot of people know. But hold on, is he in? PSG. Sorry, just read the comments. Big up PSG. Big up. Right, so the guy that used to run Liquid at the time, his name was Jason. Stevoss is back. Hold on. Bring him back. Yes, Stevoss. No camera, bro. And your mic's off as well. Steve, you there? Oh, hello. लगना थोड़ा जा टैड लगना. Stevoss. See what some of you people are saying. So we saw the PSG cover. Big up Stevoss and Biggie. Yes. Anji. Peachy in the house. Yes. Sandy Peachy. All right, let's get Stevoss back in once again. Stevoss. Can't hear you, can't see you, bro. So come out of the link completely and press the permissions that I sent you. So you have to accept the microphone and the camera permissions. technical difficulties. In the meantime, I'll go through a few of your colleagues. Your comments, sorry. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. Technical difficulties. Too much technically. What comment have I missed? Simba. So, guys, if you haven't bought your ticket to go on Friday to Steve's do, yeah. So I was telling you, so this guy that used to run Liquid at the time when I was a bouncer there, his name was Jason, and everyone used to call him King of Windsor because he used to put so many gigs on, not gigs, but events on that Liquid. But for me, personally, being a Punjabi, I reckon Stevoss has taken that crown over. Stevoss, only see your symbol, your S. Put your mic on, bro. Your mic's not working either. Definitely, if we were in the BBC, we'd be mash up. They'd give us our P45 straight away. What comment did I leave? Yes, Chatta, what's happening? So, guys, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, and I know who's subscribed because I can see my list of subscribers. Anyway, yeah, guys. Stevoss, what's happening, bro? I want to know how this guy hang around with so many wrong'uns and got away with it all his life. That's what I want to know. Guys, I hope you all like the video. Smash that like button. I'm dead like that. Yeah, bro, you know that. Full tad. By the way, these comments are only for the live feed. They're not for when the interview's done. You have to write all these comments again, or you have to write yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. Too much technically. Stevoss, what's happening, bro? Give me a sign. Flick up your light as you would say. The Stevoss get you iPad with lyric like fire. Okay, आ गया नवा message है. Love the intro music. Thanks, man. Hey, this is all down to my bro, Indy Dimitri. Hopefully he's watching by chance. But yeah, he's my technical banda. Okay, Hanji. Good. Stevoss, what's happening, bro? Give me a sign. Give me a call. Sorry about this, guys, but we will get there in a second. Rusi bas tension nahi karni. Don't flick over the channel. Everybody's saying it. We sorting it, bro. Acha, so you got a team day. Okay. See that? So he's on the case. Tara tura kaddiyan honiyan sariyan. So if you notice, right, guys, I haven't had a shave. Normally I'm quite trimmed room. So I got Nick. Oh, he's calling me. Hold on. Yes. So he had to take a call from Stevoss. So I told him not to do it from his phone. He wanted to do it from his PC or his tablet or his laptop or whatever. So hold on. No tension when Simba in the housekeeper. Oh, here he is. He's back now.
I'm back in.
Simple, bro.
What's happening?
Okay.
What's
Are you on the phone now?
I'm not actually. It started working.
Yeah, but flip the camera around. Your camera's black up.
Can you see me?
No.
I can see myself.
Can you? I can't see you, bro.
You can't see me.
100%.
100%. And
Can you
everyone
not
else
see
can't
you?
see me, yeah? All right, 1 second.
Yeah, this
I'm
is.
on the screen.
Hold on. Guys, can anyone see Stevoss? Stevoss, don't.
I can see myself, bro.
Oh, yeah, you can. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it might be your screen.
Mini screen?
Nice and neatly
Okay, yeah, I can see. Yeah, you are there. It's my screen. It's my side.
I'm all set now. Welcome. I'm
Okay.
all set now, bro.
How you doing, bro? You good? Guys, sorry for the technical difficulties, but make sure you smash a like, press follow, press subscribe, and leave a comment and like, and give this guy some love as well, Stevoss.
Big up
He's
yourself.
big thing. Steve, I don't know if you remember, yeah, but the back in the day when I used to do security at Liquid, there's be a guy that used to call Jason that used to run Liquid manager. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember Jason. Yeah. He's the
And
manager.
everybody used to call him King of Windsor. But you know what?
Okay.
I give that title to you now, bruv, because you brought the Bhangra to Windsor. Straight up.
Thank you, man.
And you know what? Going back, I was thinking about it earlier. We've known each other for about 30 years. You didn't actually study at Maidenhead College. You used to come down Howl and Prowl, innit?
I used to come down there. I was actually at Maidenhead, believe it or not.
Oh, you did actually?
1997, I came to Maidenhead to do a BTEC National in Engineering after my apprenticeship went down the pan. So
Okay.
I ended up down there, and that's when I started to bump into Biggie.
That's when you used to hang out with that guy that had the Adidas pattern in his head.
Yeah, that's it. Adidas.
VJ or something? I don't know. Something like that.
Huh?
VJ, was it?
Yeah, VJ. So me and VJ, that's my brother, way back. So
Okay.
basically everyone used to, because obviously, like, look, man, I'm a creative. This is what I do. And so I've always been a creative from day dot. Art, music, whatever it might have been, creative arts. So one day I was around VJ's house and he wanted a haircut. They all knew I could trim up hair nicely. So anyway, we were about 16 years old and we were getting ready to go to a big gig called the Versace Files. And it was taking place in
Oh, yeah. Miniature Sound.
That's right. We were 16 years old, and we just finished our GCSEs, and VJ wanted a haircut. He goes, Steve, you need to do my hair. You need to do my hair. Obviously, most people know I'm a Christian, innit? I'm a Christian, so they started calling me Christian barber. Anyway, I was patterning his hair like the Adidas sign, and obviously it was identical, innit? You know how Adidas, not this version, but the old.
Nah, it was good, man. I have to admit, he had a lot of haters back then, VJ, but the guy was a tough cookie. And you know what? He just brushed off and just tell him straight to the face, go do one.
Veach was a smart lad, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why they were hating because he was, big up Veach if you're out there. He was getting a lot of attention from girls, so that's the reason why they were hating. They couldn't handle it.
The girl, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's get things started.
Yeah.
What inspired you in music and to become a DJ and an artist?
Yeah, okay, so it's interesting. So I've grown up in a household family that all play instruments. I'm a church boy, straight from day dot. So when I was about 2 years old, obviously when I started to understand, I started seeing guitars and like keyboards and stuff at home, and I just started pressing keys and stuff as a 2-3-year-old. And before you know it, my mum and dad bought me a keyboard, so I started playing around about 3 years old. So that was my first introduction to music. And then my dad used to practice. Sorry, my Arsenal stickers are coming off my hat. My dad used to practice. I put a load of stickers on my hat. So my dad used to practice with his band in the front room, and I used to kind of run in there. So that was my first experience of like loud music in the house. And so that was my first inspiration. And then obviously before you knew it, I was playing instruments, playing the piano, the guitar. And I think what it was I played in bands at the early age of around about 11 or 12. So every week I'd be out playing in bands, and I'd be talking.
Yeah. What happened there? Steve, can you hear me? Can't hear you, Steve. Guys, can you hear Steve? Because I can't hear him. What happened there? Biggie, what's with the 1980s RGB light in the background? Do you like that, bro? India, ain't that the one that you lent me? Special atom. Anyway, Steve, I've lost you again, bro. Figured your net going. Use your mobile internet. It's always better than your house internet. Little tip there for me. Always use your mobile internet. He's gone completely. Cheers, Vicky. Steve, you're completely gone, so you need to come back in, press that link, and do a connection, that Tara connection, and all that business. In the meantime, guys, if you haven't liked the video, make sure you smash a like, subscribe, and और की करना और बस support करी जाओ, comments चलती जाओ, and make sure you leave a comment once this live finishes as well. Special item, yeah, you know that. Any comments I've missed? Okay, he's back now. Steve, give me one sec. Yes, yes. Mr. Arsene Wenger. Now I can't hear you. Oh, no, I couldn't hear you last time either. Give me 1 second. Go and talk. He's back now. Can't hear you. Steve, give me 1 sec. Sorry guys, too much technically difficulties. Technicality आजकल बहुत डूंगी सख्त जी होगी. Double tap karo. Okay, he's back. Okay. There's no need to double tap on it, guys. You're not on the. Hold on, I don't know which one it is. Is it this one or that one? Steve, can't see you, bro. Nor can I hear you. Stevoss, can't hear you, can't see you, nothing, bro. Let me call you. Wait 1 second, guys. Hold tight. Guys, in the meantime, share the feed for the live. We'll get this sorted, don't worry. Yeah, I heard you sniffle there, Steve. Was you there?
I'm here. Can you see me though?
No, I can't see you.
I think you should be able to because I can see myself.
Nah, bro. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're on now.
I'm on now, yeah?
You're on, yeah. Don't move. Don't move no wires, nothing, yeah? By the way, I'm just going to do this. One of these is the... No, that's it. No, we're all good. Okay, so you were telling me about your father. He was in a church band.
So they were in a church band, and then off the back of that, I ended up in a church band. So I ended up, by about the age of 11, 12, I'm going and I'm touring all across the country on the weekends in my church band, and I was playing the keys and the piano. So what happened was that was going really, really well, like amazingly well. Like,
yeah.
I was with older guys as well, like that were 15, 16-year-old musicians, top. And my family were getting a bit frustrated with me because my education started to get a little bit affected.
Okay.
And, everything was kind of surrounded by music. And
how old were you now? How old were you at this point?
About 13, 14.
Oh, so this is way before college and all that, yeah?
Much way before. So this is much way. I mean, I've been doing it since I was a kid. Like,
yeah,
playing, as I said, like from 3 years old all the way up till 10, 11. I'm now at a level where I'm playing in front of people, like thousands of people. Big church conventions and stuff like that. And I used to go with my grandfather to begin with, but that was before I was in the bands. But I'd kind of like gone one day to an event where I was playing, and I went with my grandfather. He took me. He was like a reverend. And they put me up at the front. I was in front of like thousands and thousands of people playing, and I got spotted, and that's how I ended up in the bands. And basically, my parents were frustrated as my teen years were going on. I was in school, and they started getting frustrated at me, and they asked me to like stop doing the band on the weekend. And obviously, like me being a rebellious teenager that I was anyway, I just kind of like basically just bit back. And during the week on a Wednesday after school, my cousin, his name's Sean, he would say,
what school did you go to? Did you go? You went Langley Wood, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I spent a lot of time going down there though to link up with. So I went to Churchmead. So first of all, I went to Lynch Hill.
In Britwell.
In Britwell. Mum and Dad then moved to Langley. We moved back to Langley. I'm originally a Langley boy, but moved to Brickwell, bought a yard down there, and then my mum and dad decided, you know, Brickwell's getting a little bit rough, so let's move back to Langley. So we moved back to Langley, and I went to Marish, and
Okay.
it was an interesting one because that was in the middle school years, and then from there I went off to Churchmead because I mashed up my 12 plus, and that's what they were kind of like concerned about at the time, me messing up my 12 plus. They really wanted me to go grammar. And that was partly, they started putting the pressure on it around about just before I turned 12. And so I didn't make it to grammar. So I didn't get my mountain bike, which was promised to me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They said, if you pass your 12 plus, Steve, we will get you your mountain bike that you want.
The rally.
Yeah, and back in the day, if you know, everyone was rolling around with a mountain bikes, weren't
100%. 100%.
So I didn't get that. So to be honest with you, in a nutshell, I was pretty vexed. So anyway, I went off to school, to my secondary school, Churchmead. And if you remember back then, like times were a bit different. Like Asian people, yeah, my name's Stephen and all the rest of it, but we were minorities. And actually in my middle school, the majority of my friends were all English. So I got along with everyone. And everything was good from, you know, within my peers. You get the odd bit of racism, and I think I experienced a lot of racism in Brickwell. But when I went off to Churchmead, that's when things went a bit pear-shaped for me in my life. So like everything's going cozy. I'm a church boy, going playing in all these bands, you know, at all these kind of like events in my band, supporting other musicians, etc.
When you say pear-shaped, do you mean naughty?
Huh?
Do you mean that they went pear-shaped as in you turned a bit naughty then?
I was already naughty anyway.
Yeah.
I was just naughty anyway. That was me as a young boy.
Yeah.
But I went to my teen years and I went into school. That's when, like, imagine me now, but a really naughty version of me now.
Yeah.
Imagine I'm like 40s now. But imagine me in my teens, what I must have been like. I was horrendous.
Man, I remember you being naughty, man, 100%.
But what it was I've always had like a fear of God in me. And that's partly because of my church and my faith upbringing.
Brilliant, fantastic.
I always talk about is like my family was always instilling one thing called love and kindness, and love thy neighbor and treat people with respect and love. So that was already in me, and I was already doing that. I was practicing. I was just a sponge. I was absorbing that.
Yeah.
But one thing, like my grandfather was like, before my grandfather came to faith, he was a boxer. He was a pretty notorious guy. He's a bit of a gangster. Like, if you know about him, they called him Big Jake, 6'2" guy, tall, built like a tank, not taking no crap from no one. And then my uncle Eddie and my dad Brian were Jack the lads.
Okay.
When my dad was 17, he got stabbed outside Windsor College. So, like back then, it was just like love and kindness, yeah, fantastic, but you don't take crap either.
100%.
And so I think that started to begin to kick in my school teenage years, and that's when it kind of got me into a bit of trouble, because that was when I began to witness a lot of injustice around the way people were treating people with colour, and like literally a whole heap of my English friends came to my school, and they were my pals, and they would say, "Steve, no, that's bang, that's out of order, that's racist, man, that's racist." And I'm talking English people.
Yeah.
And then obviously this is the first time in secondary school I begin to see a lot more people of color, like Asian people. I started seeing more people of my kind, and I'm not thinking, raw, like
There's more of us out there.
More of us out there. So I began to feel a bit more at home, and then I started seeing some of my friends getting bullied, and I was not having it really. So, and this is where it started going a bit wrong for me. I was not thinking about my actions at the time, and I didn't really think too much about consequences. I would 100% avoid confrontation because that was already in me. Show love, show kindness. But when the heat got on, bruv, I would just snap. And before you knew it, I was at the end of year 9, I got chucked out of my school, and I had to change to another school, and I went to St. Joseph's.
Okay.
Yeah,
So from Churchmead, you went to St. Joseph's.
yeah, that's it. So I ended up. So I got expelled from Churchmead, and then I ended up going to St. Joseph's.
Pop a red card straight away.
Straight. So I had to start a new leaf, and I was disappointed at how things had ended up, and essentially I had to start all over again. Imagine, like, you've built friendship circles, you've built.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to start building friendships again. Yeah, that's right, 100%.
Yeah,
and you might know 1 or 2 people, but that's it.
Exactly. You built rapport with teachers. I was in all the top sets. I was a bright kid. Do you know what I'm saying? And now I've gone to a new school where I've got a bit of a, like your record, it goes with you.
Yeah.
Like, so as much as they say, oh, you're going to a new school, and I know it wasn't like back in the day, but they were still recording all the incidents down, and the school would ask for reference, isn't it? It's like when you go for a job. So
100%.
that reference has gone. The headmaster at Churchmead has had a conversation with the headmaster down there at St. Joseph's and said, yeah, what is Stephen like? Oh yeah, you got to watch out for this, you got to watch out for that. Situation, that's been a concern. That's this, he's good at this, he's good at that, he's bad at that. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a report, like a school report, innit? It's going to be
they got the impression already in their head.
Yeah. So as soon as I arrived, the first thing I was, obviously I arrived with my dad, dropped me to the school, come in, and they said, look, have a meeting with you, Mr. Ambrose. And they said, isn't it the head's name was Mr. Carville? And he said, and he was Irish. And he was like, I know about you. In this school. And I was like, look, man, I'm here for a fresh start. And that's how it went then. And before you knew it, experienced another bit of racism. Someone got battered. And then before you knew it, I was on a report card. And this just went on. It was just a pattern. And so I kind of struggled with it. And then I hit my around about 16 years old, I hit and I came out of school. And then there was a whole heap of drama that used to go on with on the streets. So now we're up in all of that, and before we know it, I've been arrested. I'm now sitting in a cell. I'm going to go into all the good stuff. I want to show you I'm going to show you how I ended up here, doing why I am doing what I'm doing now. So I've ended up in a cell. Now I'm thinking, what the heck am I doing here? This has happened once, then it's happened twice. And again, I'm having confrontations, like speaking with the police, sitting in these interview rooms, and I'm getting a bit concerned about my life. Bear in mind, I'm still a church boy. I'm still going to church and all the rest of it. My grandfather's a reverend, and, people out there are hoping the best for me. I just keep accidentally getting myself into situations. And it's often to do with the friendship circles that I kept.
Your company.
Yeah, company, man. Like, bad company corrupts character, bro.
100%.
I was rolling around with people, getting into altercations with oppositions. And back then, it was peak. It was peak. And so this is how it was going. And I was getting a bit concerned. And it was the third time that I remember I went to, I was out and I got arrested. I remember they came on my road. The guys turned up at my house. They actually turned up. The police actually drove down my road, and I knew they were coming for me. And they received the description, and I was walking towards the end of the road. And I remember that the police car just pulled up. It was a Astra old Panda car.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And I remember obviously I've always been really very polite spoken. I'm just kind of like, I know it's on. I need to exit off the road. So I'm walking down the road. Police has come zipping it down the road. they've seen me from as they've driven past, they've gone to the end of the road, and I thought, right, these men haven't seen me. I'm in the clear. So I've just chucked to right. As I'm chucking to right, you just see the car stop, reverse up, put their sirens on, and one officer's jumped out and said, "Stop right there!" And they've literally cuffed me at the top of my road, and they've taken me down to Slough Station. And I just remember just walking in, and just I'm not going to say too much about it, but in terms of what the incident was or whatever, but man, it was close. It was close. And yeah, man, I got cautioned. I got away with a caution and a slap on the wrist at the time. And I remember speaking to my grandfather, who's a reverend, and I said, "Listen, man, I need you to pray for me. Like, I'm concerned about myself. I'm a hothead and I'm losing it in these situations. And I don't know what to do. Please help me." And he sat me down and he prayed for me. It's like, pray for you, Steve. He prayed for me, prayed for my circles that I'm in. And literally, bro, a few weeks later, one of my mates got into a big altercation, and he ended up doing something very silly. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he ended up going to prison. Yeah, very, very dangerous. Yeah, he slashed someone's face in two, and yeah, it just made me reflect. And I said, right, you know what? I'm just shutting down. And it was around about this time that I had started to spend a bit more time with my friends like VJ.
Yeah.
Things began to go down a bit more of a different path. And I started to have fun. We started going out to like these raves, these Bhangra raves. And it was in these times there where the music really began to make a difference. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
thing is, music can make a difference two ways. It can either make you more vexed and kind of more hyper, or you can like relate to it. I know there's conscious music and everything. There's a lot of reggae roots that is conscious, but then either it can hype you up and want to make you rock more, or just relax you.
Bro, I was relaxed. I would go out with VJ and the crew, all the Dons, Kieran Dill, all of my Dons, and we would all go out to these raves, 16, 17 years old by this time, where I've kind of made this decision. I'm not rolling around with any nonsense. And we would go and party. And we were the wrong age. We weren't 18 years old, but we were getting into these events. I'd experienced my daytimers as well, saying that I did bunk off a lot at school.
Yeah.
So my mind was set very much along like going out to these daytime raves. And so I began to pay an interest into DJing there. And we used to go and rave it up, break dance and all sorts in these daytimers and nighttimers. And, they kind of like distracted me from what some of my peers were doing. My other mates were out nicking cars. They were out there getting involved in gang fights. And I had said, you know what, I'm not rolling with you lot. And it was VJ and those guys there that took me under their wing at that age. And they said, "Nah, Steve, you're coming with us." And they took me to the. And my mum used to be vexed. Like, where is VJ taking you today? Come around my yard. If VJ, if you're listening, he'll come around my yard and my mum would sell him off. And he'd be saying, no, auntie, he's okay. He's with me. He's safe. And we'd go out and we would have so much fun. And obviously, whilst this is all going on, we're now doing our education. So we're still, obviously now this is around about the time where I've ended up at Maidenhead College.
Maidenhead College, yeah, when I met you, yeah.
I bump into even more people. Now, by this time, we're driving cars and that, like 18 years old. We're driving cars and we're out having fun. And behind the scenes, I was practicing DJing and I ended up doing gigs, playing vinyl in those days. And my whole direction had gone away from the trouble, the drama, the racism.
Brilliant.
Actually, right now, I'm collecting records. What am I doing today? I'm going record shopping. So my interests got diverted and my attention ended up somewhere else. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay, you wear a lot of Steve. You wear a lot of hats. So DJ, producer, mentor. How do you balance it all?
Just take it easy, innit? Like a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
You know that sounds a bit wrong. You know that sounds a bit wrong, innit?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. No, I just kind
No,
of
but I
like.
hear what you're saying.
So I've got multiple brands. I've got my Voss Arts Media, which is geared around my media production because I do all the media production, videography, graphics design, photography, and all of that. Then I've got the community work, which I do is Love Music, Hate Violence, and obviously Love Music, Hate Violence because of obviously the experiences I had. I kind of understand where our youngsters are at nowadays, and I try to help share my story with them to help them make good, positive choices so they can, you know, step into a better life and get the best out of their lives.
Definitely. Okay, what does music mean to you beyond entertainment?
Just, I think it's just expression, isn't it? It's just a vibe. For me, like what I used to be like back in the day and what music used to appeal to me don't really appeal to me like no more. Like if you listen to my playlist when I'm driving, I'm not listening to any of that stuff that I'm playing, like banging in the clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't listening to that.
Yeah.
Like I'm listening to keys. I'm listening to soul. I'm listening to jazz. I'm listening to like gospel worship music when I'm driving. That's on my playlist. Do you know what I'm saying? So my musical interests have kind of changed a little bit. 100% can go down and shut down a rave any day of the week. Playing house and garage, jungle, whatever, R&B, dancehall. I love all of that. We grew up on that sound. Bhangra, of course. But music to me now is more the emotion. That's why I can't really stand the whole AI thing because it stripped the whole soul out of music. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right over here, if you see my flipping camera, I've got my guitar in the background. I've got my keys right there, my piano there. Do you know what I'm saying? If you can see that. So for me, like it's about instruments, and it kind of goes back to where I started with playing instruments and singing and expressing yourself vocally. You know, ultimately we are energy, aren't we? Like you know, the words we speak, we've got power in our words, the way we talk. You know, the words that come out of our mouth, they carry weight. That's why I say to a lot of people, man, watch how you're talking to people. You know,
most definitely.
Respect. Like that, what energy are you putting out there? I see too many people, grown people, coming through with badness, with negative
Okay,
words.
you touched on this a bit, Steve. So love music, hate violence. What's the vision behind it?
It's a vision.
So you touched on how it started, kind of like from your previous past.
Yeah, so the vision behind it is like obviously in the music scene, there's a lot of negative artists out there spreading negative. As I said, words carry weight, and the words we put out there, they shape the atmosphere. Do you know what I'm saying? So imagine if the other thing is what we're listening to is shaping us and shaping our characters. So
100%.
my thing to our youngsters nowadays is like, what are you listening to and what are you saying? Because what you're listening to will shape internally and what comes out of you. Obviously, do you know what I'm saying? What you put in is what's going to come out.
Yeah, basically.
A load of filth is going to come out of you, innit? And that filth is going to shape your character and shape your destiny. So ultimately, this is what it's about. It's about our lives. We want the best out of life. And so I'm saying to the youngsters, like, listen to good vibes. Think about what you're listening to. And then if you're an artist and you're expressing yourself, write consciously. Because, as I said, your words carry weight. There's power in the tongue. There's also power in the thumb. So, like, remember, like, the tongue is powerful and your thumb's powerful because we do texting. So often what our lyrics that we're writing and our notes, the words that we're
typing it.
You know, we're absorbing what we're saying and whatever we're texting people as well. When we're texting people, how are we speaking to people? Like, so all of these things I'm trying to teach our youngsters, that ultimately what we speak and what we say shapes our destiny. So let's make it a good one. And obviously, young people love music. It's part of youth culture. So I'm saying, like, apply your lyrics to music, make it positive, and let's like change the narrative. Whereas, I mean, we see it all around us nowadays, the knife crime. I don't really talk too much about it anymore, because the more you dwell on negativity, the more negativity is what will come back to you. So let's
100%.
focus on the good news stories, the positivity. So I try and encourage my youngsters to do positive things, show them positive stories, positive things in the news. I mean, we're constantly being bombarded by negativity, and our brains are absorbing this, and it puts us in a negative state of mind. We don't want to be in a negative state of mind. We want to be on a positive mindset. So that's what Love Music Hate Violence is all about.
Okay, so what challenges have you faced? Like, obviously, going into community centres, have you had a lot of like knockbacks?
The biggest challenge that I face right now is with Love Music Hate Violence not being the right structure. So the Love Music Hate Violence movement has been completely self-funded by myself. My business, Voss Arts Media and Voss Events, is what funds Love Music Hate Violence. So all those raves that you guys come to, Stevoss Presents events, the profits, anything that we make off that goes back into Love Music Hate Violence. Anytime someone books me to do a DJ set or a wedding or something like that, about 30-40% of any profits go back into Love Music Hate Violence to help the kids. And so, but my most recent challenge is being able to do stuff due to lack of funding. So because I haven't got the right structure for Love Music Hate Violence yet, I'm not able to apply for government grants to help youngsters like other organizations may do so. I haven't been able to do that. So, but we're working on that. So that's been my biggest challenge.
Funding.
In terms of my youngsters, man, the youngsters that we've been working with, they're gold, man. You've got some amazing kids out there. There's 100% some kids out there that spoil it for others. And, you know, we would like to work with those kids to try and help them. But the ones that we're working with, man, they're gold. And we want to do more for them.
Give them the flowers, 100%. Okay, because I remember at one point I used to work in the same building as, you know, Slough Youth.
Slough Young People Centre.
Yeah. So, okay, that used to be at the end of the high street, wasn't it?
Was you at the West Wing?
Yeah, I was at the West Wing. And that's where I met Richard Matthew Viper, MC Viper.
My brother.
Yeah, proper top lad, big up MC Viper. There was Nathan Lloyd. There was a few people there. And I met all them boys there. Aaron and Jameen. Yeah, so I was at the West Wing, and that's where I met them. But obviously, before they moved to the West Wing, they were at the top of Slough High Street, you know, that corner building, the one next to Lloyd's Bank. They were there.
I used to look after the studios there back in the day. So
okay.
Studios there, I used to be in charge of those, and so I got to do a lot of stuff in the Slough area around about that time, and that was in like the late noughties.
Yeah.
I know one of the things that you asked me, what was inspiring me to go and do DJing, it's really interesting because when I was around about 12, 13, I was walking through Slough High Street, and it was a Saturday afternoon, and the Dahl Foundation had come into Slough.
Okay.
And they were in the town square. And I saw this big black van, and if Gulu's tuned in, he'll know what I'm talking about. And it had Sting written on it.
Sting on it, yeah.
And the DJ decks were set up there, and DJ Alu was DJing, and he was scratching. And they were playing House Call and Drumline, sorry, not Drumline, Dahl Foundation. I was about to say Dahl Collective. Dahl Foundation were drumming over it, and they were hyping, and it was just a vibe. And
I can imagine.
12 years old, walking through the high street with mum and dad. I said, we've got to stop here. We've got to stop here. And I just felt like music used to hit differently then. Do you know what I'm saying? He used to
Okay, I'm
just,
gonna touch on how you got to you, because you were part of Sting Roadshow, weren't you?
yeah. I still
So
am.
I'm gonna touch that. You still are. I'm gonna touch on that in a bit. But why do you think music is such a powerful tool for tackling violence and negativity?
I think it just carries energy, man. Music carries energy,
Good
and that,
vibes.
you know, whether it's a positive energy or a negative energy, we are made up of electrons, and we vibrate off the back of this energy, these vibrations. If you look at a waveform, do you know what I'm saying? It's and I feel that that's the reason why we are able to feel the music, the soul of it, and I just feel human beings respond to music. So yeah, it's definitely a tool, man. It's a good thing to have, but
Definitely.
it can be used for the wrong reasons at the same time.
Okay, so as a youth worker, what key message do you give to the youth?
Listen, man, be wise with who you roll with. Yeah, be careful how you use your tongue in the words that you speak.
Definitely.
Believe in yourself. Believe that you can succeed, regardless of whatever the teachers are saying or the words that are being spoken over you, negative words. Any negative words that are being spoken of you, dust them off you, man. There's no place for that. You know, every child is precious, and we all have a purpose in our life. Every person on this planet is here for a reason, and everyone's got gifts and talents. Also for the youngsters, man, like, focus on your strengths, man. Focus on the things that you're interested in. Don't listen to what people are saying. Oh, yeah, you need to become a doctor, or listen, big up the doctor. Or like for me, it was like, yeah, you need to become a pilot. Like my mum would say, you need to become a pilot. You need to do this. And I'm like, I'm not even interested in that. So don't listen to people that are telling you things that you're not interested in. Take advice. Go to people that you may feel might be in the same line of work that you're interested to go into, and get advice. Never think you know it all, because you don't. You're way young, you're way naive. And man, be wise with your choices, because it's your choices that will shape tomorrow your destiny.
But you never know, you might be a pilot one day, so you might make your mom's dreams come true.
I have been, bro. I've flown aeroplanes, bro. I go Oxford all the time. I live in Oxford now, by the way. So I live in the Cotswolds, but I'll go to Oxford, London Airport, man. I'll fly those planes, bro. I've done that. I made my mum proud.
Okay, you touched on this a little bit. So how important is faith to you? You touched on, obviously, you're part of the choir, you're part of the church.
Yeah,
how important is faith to you?
That's a lot to do with what kind of like changed my direction, faith, man. In 2011, I moved over to 2009, saying that. I went to Manchester to do some soul seeking, and I went to this organization called the Message Trust, a big up the Message Trust. And that was very much faith-based, and it helped me to like focus on my relationship with God. And
so did you move out there?
Yeah, man. I had the best time of my life. In fact, when I went there, there was a lot of healing that took place. So because there was a point in my life where I kind of lost faith in humanity, especially through this racism stuff that you experience.
Yeah.
It truly shapes your identity. Like, ultimately it shapes how you feel about yourself, and it also shapes how you look at
how you feel about others.
Yeah, and people around you. And now, bear in mind, I spent most of my life, most of my teenage years now, rolling around with Asian people, Black people. So my circles have become more, in my friendship circles have been more orientated in those kind of like ethnic minorities, if you get the gist. So now I've gone to Manchester, bro, and I've arrived there, and I've gone to do this like training. I've moved into this house. share. And there's about 8 people in this house, bro.
So were you with family or were you with friends or were you random?
All youngsters, bro, and all English. Imagine I've arrived into this house and I've gone there to do some soul seeking. In 2009, I had to do some soul seeking. I'd spent all this time, I haven't even spoken about my DJ career or my production career.
We'll get into that in a minute. Go on, Dory.
So I had taken time out from that because that in around about 2008, 2009, things started getting really dark for me in the industry. And I started to feel the dark side of music. There's a dark side to the music, yeah? So I started feeling that. And I was like, man, I need to get out of this. I actually need like God. So I kind of like leaned in on my faith as a Christian. And as I leaned in, an opportunity arose for me to go to Manchester to what's someone saying? We're diving into that's your faith. Yeah, so I started leaning into the faith, ended up going to Manchester to do this whole creative faith, kind of explore my faith, etc. And I've moved into this house, like 8, 9 people, mixed house, boys and girls, and they're all around about the same age, maybe a year or 2 younger than me. And bro, like I'm in a house full of English people, like white people.
Like Kevin and Perry.
Bro, listen, man. I swear I had anxiety to start with. first couple of weeks, bro, I had anxiety, G. Like, and bro, it was the most healing time of my life because they were the most loveliest people. They gave me the most amount of love. And bro, during that period of time, man, all of that healed. All of that pain, that experience of racism, not feeling valued, all of that began to disappear, bro. And yeah, man, I came away different. I came away focused, came away with clarity. And yeah, man, that was really, 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 really good for me. And about faith. And yeah, so the faith part of it, trusting God that He's got a plan and a purpose for my life. And that it's a good one, not a one to cause me harm. And I truly believe that in my heart. And I began to, you know what I'm saying, step into that after around about 2009. And then my life began to change.
Okay, so running events and projects ain't easy. What keeps you motivated, Steve?
The good vibes, bro. I do it for the people, man. Like, I like to see the people come together. I like to see the people having a good time. He's still there, Biggie.
I'm still there, my friend.
Yeah, what keeps me motivated? The music, the entertainment, the events. Yeah, man. Like to see people having fun, being together. We live in such a disjointed society nowadays where people don't get to meet. And so, like, seeing when I've got on the events, I feel like I'm bringing people together.
You certainly do, definitely.
I'm old school, bro. I love it when people knock on my door in the middle of the week and turn up unannounced. Do you know what I'm saying? You like back in the day when you'd be at home, like your mum and dad and stuff. Now
you have to make an appointment, don't you?
Yeah, like you'd hear a knock on the door, the bell would go, and someone's showing up, a cousin or an auntie or an uncle. Yeah. I say, come inside for a cup of tea and biscuits and all of that.
Definitely.
For that, man. So, like, listen, my house is an open house. Anytime you want to come and knock, as long as it's not 12 o'clock at night, I love that. It brings a lot of joy to my heart. So I'm all about meeting in person, the unity, togetherness. I love togetherness, man. I can't stand division, bro. I cannot stand it. Like, especially in families. I've experienced it in my own family, and it breaks my heart. So, man, I'm all about the unity, the togetherness, the love, that, ultimately comes from the man upstairs. He wants us to show love, kindness, and that's my thing, bro.
Definitely. Okay, how important is community support? Obviously, you're doing your Wednesday nights, you're doing your other events, and people love you for it. And how important is it to get good positive feedback, good vibes back from people?
Yeah, man, it's important because if I know what the people want, then I can do my best to try and give that to them. Do you know what I'm saying? As long as the people are happy. I mean, you know, people. I'm always open to being critiqued and understanding how I can improve and be a better version of myself, or to put, whether that's putting on events or just, you know, whatever I might be doing musically. And you know, I've got a nice circle of people that, you know, love me for who I am, and they will critique me regularly, and I'm open to it, and they know I am.
That's great.
And that's really, really important. Having good people around you, like good mentors. I don't have enough of them around me, but the ones that are there, man, they always sow into me, and we need good people sowing into us, man.
Okay, so what advice would you give to a young person that wants to get into music?
Depends what you want to get.
But stay on the right path.
Firstly, stay on the right path. If it's DJing, first thing to do is get yourself a pair of decks. Think about what genre of music that you want to play, and get 10 songs to start with, and learn how to mix those together. If you want to become a pianist, a piano player, get yourself a keyboard and just start learning the scales, how to play chords and melodies. You want to learn how to play a guitar? Go buy yourself a guitar. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not that expensive. You can pick a nice one up, start practicing. If you want to become a singer, jump on YouTube and go and do some vocal exercises, man. Learn, you know, warm up your vocals. If you want to write lyrics, you know, same thing. There's all sorts of tutorials out there for people nowadays with the internet. Or get yourself get yourself a singing teacher or a lyric writing teacher. And if you don't know where to start, just drop me a DM on Insta at Stevoss Official, and I can point you in the right direction.
Okay, what is more than music? The purpose, the passion, or impact?
The purpose, man. It's about the purpose, bro. Life has a purpose. You know, we all have a purpose. If we're not in our purpose, then we ain't gonna excel, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, 100%. Okay, I want to wind the clock back a bit. Tell me about Sting Roadshow. How did you join up with us? So you told me when you saw Alum Gulu in Slough High Street with Ministry at all.
Big up. I know Gulu's probably listening. Big up to Gulu.
Big up Sting. Sound system.
Next generation. So Sting, big in the game. Big, bad, and heavy.
Yeah, man.
So, that's my family from day one. So I used to go to these church conventions called the St. John's Convention in Southall. And I used to go to church conventions they used to take place once a year. And every now and then I would dip into that church, because I used to go to a lot of these, as I said, I used to play in these churches.
Yeah.
And so my grandfather would take me around with him, like playing the keys, playing my piano and stuff like that. And when I go there, I'd bump into members of Sting London.
Mr. Wilson.
I'd see Gulu walking around. I'd see Alu walking around. You know, they were young boys. They would have their Sting jackets on. I used to see ambassadors of sound walking around the church. So Rax used to be in the church. Sonny Mole used to be in the church. These were members of ambassadors. So you had two of the biggest DJ road shows in this church. And I remember I'd look at them, I'd be like, oh man, they're Christians, just like me. And so at the end of church, you know, like, I was never starstruck. Do you know what I'm saying? I was never starstruck, but I'd see them and I'd be like, well, I don't, man, you know, these men are Sting or they're ambassadors. And I'd introduce myself like, yeah. I know you're related to so-and-so that's related to me, etc. Really keen in doing some DJing. I'm about the age of 10, 11. I remember approaching Alu one day, and in those days, Alu had this big moustache thing going on.
Yeah.
And he came out, he goes, yeah, no worries, man. And he goes, first thing you want to do is get a pair of decks. When you got your decks, call me up. And he's given me this plastic card. And I took it away, and when I got my decks, I literally called him up and I was like, yeah, I got my decks, bro. what do you want me to do? And all he said was just practice. I was hoping this guy's gonna say, don't worry, I'm gonna come over to your yard.
Yeah.
He goes, just practice. So, and I just remember that at that young age, like I think by the time I got my decks, I was 12. I held on to this little card, and I just called him up. 081, I think it was an 081 number, 56 something, and I've called him up, and I'm like, yeah, is that can I speak to Alu or Gulu, please? And that was it, literally. And then before you know it, obviously as I started DJing, I started to mix with Excellency Sounds.
It's the Slough lot.
Yeah,
that's Manj lot. Yeah.
DJ B and Manj. And yeah, basically they used to always like talk about Sting. And one day an opportunity arose and we linked up, and before you knew it, we joined forces. And so we joined Sting, and that's how I ended up in Sting. And yeah, great experience. And Gulu's been a great mentor to me. He's been somebody, he's a very successful guy in what he does. And he's got a heart of gold, man. And I know he's helped a lot of people in the industry. He's supported every roadshow out of there. In fact, all the big roadshows have come out of Sting. And it's amazing. Like, you know, I could tell you all sorts of names. Big up to all the DJs that have come out of Sting. You know who you are. And so he is sewn into a lot of people, and he's got that heart. And one thing about Gulu is, you know, some people, they'll sow and they'll want something in return.
Yeah.
This guy, he lets the birds fly. He'll let them fly. And he just takes great pleasure in seeing people flourish. So big up to him, man.
I know DJ Pav was in there earlier on. Here he is.
It's Pavin.
No, hold on.
Legend.
Yeah, DJ Pav, sick DJ.
Ah, what's happening, Pav?
Yeah. He's Sting family, isn't he?
Yeah,
okay, you got your connect. I know you do a lot with Matey Boy. He lives around the corner from me. You know, Gurdev, Tool Collective.
Tool Collective. I haven't even picked them up yet, man.
Good lad, isn't it?
Gurdev and me go back to the days of when I was like 19 years old, and my studio was in my bedroom. And I remember we used to bump into each other at the gigs. Do you remember Lion Sounds?
Yeah.
So, do you remember Lion Sounds? Yeah,
I do.
So, that used to be Sat Powell, Gurdy. You know Gurdy? He used to work at BT with my uncle, but on the weekends, he used to be a DJ.
Okay.
And his nephews were Sat Powell and Rick. And so Gurdev used to do all the drumming with them. So I met him when I was about 15 years old through VJ. Remember VJ?
Yeah. Adidas.
Key character, that guy. Key person in my life. Don't see him enough. Love him to bits. So through VJ, I met Gurdev. And then you know how Slough is, man.
Everyone knows everyone.
Today, anyway, Slough was, we were all united. Everyone knew everyone. Speaking of big ups, hold tight man, Steve, if you're listening. She was instrumental also in this whole musical journey that that I'm involved in. And yeah, so one day Gurdev come, we were on the phone and was like, yeah, I was like, bro, do you want to come to my studio and record some Dawn? And so he came round, brought the drums in. We tried to record something at that very, very young age. And it didn't work because the mics that I had at the time weren't the best. But we tried something, and we gave it a go. We gave it a shot, and it was a vibe. And then obviously years on, we reconnected, bumped into each other, and then we just started linking up and doing collaborations, and it's just gone from strength to strength. And Dual Collective are smashing it. They are international drummers, man. And they give me the honor and the privilege to be their official host whenever they need me. And so, and we do this Love Music, Hate Violence, Stevoss, Dual Collective link up every couple of months. And whether it's at a gig or whether we're performing at a festival on the 20th of June, we're in Horsham together. And that Horsham festival, man, you're looking at 5,000 people and we're in front of them, shutting it down. And
wow.
It's predominantly an English crowd. And we're out there expressing and showing our musical roots, you know, and we're sharing the love of music with them, along with the positive vibes and the energy we bring. And it's from the soul. It's not AI. It's soul, and that's
Hold
what.
on. What's his message?
Hanji,
Can you read it?
yeah.
That man like VJ, Mr.
Yes, boy.
Adidas.
Is that Mr. Courtwa?
Oh no, wait, I can't read the name at the top.
Just say, is it VJ Courtwa? Because you've got a next name on there. Yes, I'll type Fish Banks. Also big. Yes, my G. Big shout out to Vish, man. This guy, bro, we got some key dons in the manor from Slough doing some serious spits, bro.
What, SL Benz?
Huh? He was on your show.
SL Benz, yeah?
Yeah, Vish SL Benz.
Big man thing.
And he's my broski, man. And I want to big him up. Like, he sponsors the Desi Vibes events. Every now and then he says, Steve, what would you like me to do for you? Listen, if you ever want a Mercedes-Benz, go and see him on the Bath Road.
100%, he's the man.
And he's one of our official sponsors. In fact, on this Friday coming, we got Desi Vibes at the Scotch in Windsor. And it's going to be an absolute shutdown. And Vish is one of the sponsors, man. So thank you, Vish, every time to you, bro.
Definitely. I'm gonna come to that. I'm gonna try coming to that, definitely. Because I remember I came to a Christmas one and it was a vibe. It was sick. Loved it. Yeah.
Always down, man. And as I said, man, we do it for the people. Any profits that are generated from any of the work that I do go straight back into Love Music Hate Violence to help the youngsters. And that is the formula that I've been using at the moment to keep it ticking over.
Okay, Stevoss, before we wrap things up, how can people get in touch with you? You want to give us your socials?
Yeah, follow me on socials at Stevoss Official. Everything right across all the socials from Instagram to TikTok to SoundCloud at Stevoss Official, spelled STEVOSS Official. And I'm on most of them. Stevoss Official. That's my G.
Okay, the thing is, you know what? I missed something out, but you know, I remember having one of your little mixtapes. I don't know where I got it from, SoundCloud or something. And it was a Bangla mixtape. And it started off with a Lember tune. I can't remember, but it was sick. I remember. And you know what? People always associate you with your urban music. But I thought, man, this man can play some Bangla as well.
Yeah,
he
bro.
can sing anything.
Cutting down weddings from day dot. If you want to book me for your wedding, I will come and I will annihilate your wedding, and you know this. I play Bhangra. I've been raised on 90s Bhangra. That's what I used to listen to.
Yeah.
All my mates were Punjabi. Do you know what I'm saying? In school, we were all listening to Bhangra. Bali Sagu, Wham Bam 2. I was listening to all of those. Def Jam, Kumbali 2, Kumbali 3. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the ones.
Fine Mess by Safri Boys. These were my tapes, man. This is what I was listening to. All the Jungle and the House and Garage, that came after, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the roots are there, man. And the dub, of course. The dub.
But I see you used to be one of these people that used to go to all this like One Nation, Stush and all that, yeah?
I know all the dons from those raves, man. I used to go down there. Most of the time I spent my time backstage with the artists, networking in my earlier years. And then off the back of that, man, Kiss 100, Radio 1, 1 Extra, all of those opportunities arose for me. And then having tunes released on Universal Records in my early 20s, man. And that I think that was where it began to go a bit dark for me, the industry. And I kind of experienced things that kind of made me step away. And I took like 5 years out. But obviously when you take time out, you reflect, and then you come back. You come back stronger.
Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, isn't it?
Right, man. 100%.
Okay. Stevoss, before we wrap up, did you get a chance to nominate anybody to come on next with me? To talk to me about their story. Go on, who have you got?
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to nominate Gerda from the Dual Collective.
Yeah, wicked. Yeah, smashed it. I think I got his number anyway, so I'll touch base with you. That's fine. If not, I'll reach out to him on the socials.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next for you? You got this gig on Friday. Anything else in the pipeline?
Can I nominate one more person?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so Dual Collective, yeah. you need to get Manj D on, bro. She got some stories to tell.
Mandy, which Mandy from Slough?
Manj Daddy Wealth from Slough. She will tell you about Limelight, Samantha's,
That's my era, man.
which is stuff that I haven't covered, but I'll let her cover that.
Okay, wicked.
Dangerous.
Wicked, bro. Listen, Stevoss, I want to thank you for your time. And big up your chest, and I'll see you on Friday, yeah?
See you Friday, brother. Thanks,
Respect, bro. Take care. Bye.
Take care, bro.
Guys, don't forget to follow Stevoss on all his socials, Stevoss Official. Like, share, and subscribe. And share this to your brethren and all your family and your friends. Big up.
Love.
Take care, Stevoss.